Setting up my bullet journal for February 2023. Hi everybody, welcome to today's February bullet journal setup. For this month, I chose a tropical theme with some parrots, monstera leaves, and then some hibiscus flowers. I had a lot of fun putting this together and I chose super bright colors. This is my little secret that I've been working on. It's a swatch book. Rhodia was kind enough to gift me some notebooks a little while ago, and I have been slowly building this swatch book, so I will share that shortly in a little bit here. But I thought I'd use my Tombows to color this in, since I used a marker brush in Procreate, and I wanted to replicate that obviously in my coloring in my setup. So that's what I did. My one Tombow did run dry, and that's from not using it. So this is a PSA to use your stuff. I would rather throw my stuff out because I've used it too much than throw my stuff out because it ran dry from not using it. So that's kind of going to be my mantra for all my stuff for 2023, is to just use it so that I'm not throwing it out because it dries out. I'm outlining my design with a black Tombow with the marker tip instead of the brush tip, and that worked out really, really well. And then I go in after the fact and I start adding in details with my pigeon letters monoline pen in size 7, and I'm using a white acrylic graph to add in the shadow effects. I also ended up going in with a slightly darker green just to emphasize the veins of the leaf a bit more. And then for the hibiscus flower, I just went over the marker, coloring in the marker just to create those shadows. And that worked really well. So I was really happy about that. And then just adding in little bits of detail to my flowers and my bird as well. So these digital files will be available for free download for a limited time for my email subscribers. And the hand-lettered cover page that you see will be sent out to my email subscribers as well. So if you'd like those, a copy of those, you can head on over to my website. It's linked down below, and sign up for my newsletter. For February, I am just using calligraphy and a Tombow. I decided to start adding the year onto my cover pages because when I do my reels and stuff, sometimes it's hard to remember which book was when. So I think I'm going to start adding 2023 here and there just to remind me what the year was, because apparently I'm having a really hard time remembering. And I'm outlining my letters just to give them more definition. And then I also wanted to point out that for my setup, my drink of choice was a glass of red wine. And considering how this layout started with my marker not working, it was a good choice. So last month in January, I did a very simple setup. And this month I'm doing the same. I have my calendar page set up here. And then the next page I do my notes with my monthly's to-dos, and then some task stuff. So I'm keeping it simple. I'm trying to use my Moxie Life Goal Planner along with my bullet journal, and I'm struggling. I'm not a huge planner person. I love my bullet journal. So I'm struggling incorporating the Moxie Life into my everyday, but I'll get into that in another video. So I'm just doing my lettering, adding in important dates, as well as what's coming up for next month. I have the important there just so that I can isolate what's coming up and that can just jump out at me. I don't have to look for it on the page. And then as always, I add my borders onto my pages. I don't know why, it just looks more finished to me, and I like doing it. So I do. I also go in and outline my letters. And again, that's just to give it more definition. I decided to add some fun washi tape to it. Initially, I went with a plain blue, but the blue wasn't quite what I wanted. So then I found this Archer and Olive washi tape. It's dragonflies and leaves, and it actually worked really, really well with my stickers. So I was really excited to be able to incorporate a washi tape I already had. And these are the stickers you see. These are the files that are available for download, for limited time download for my subscribers. And here I'm putting together that to-do list and the notes page. I actually am getting a lot of use out of my January notes page, so I definitely wanted to keep that for this month. And then I have my monthly to-dos, any deadlines that are coming up, as well as what's coming up in March that I need to start working towards. Heading in my borders again. So this is actually coming to you from LA. I'm in LA with my husband for a conference and hanging out, getting some work done. And basically started calling it my creative retreat. And so far so good. I'm recording this voiceover underneath a puffy jacket to make sure the sound, you can hear me properly. So it's an adventure. I'll have the supplies linked down below and you can see what I used. I actually kept it pretty minimal. And this is my cat, Millie. She decided that it was time to be done working and time to give her cuddles. So I spent some time with her, giving her love, and then I was able to come back and finish up. But you'll see her again. She makes another cameo appearance. She loves the camera. You'll also see my husband taking her away, so that's nice. I do have to give a shout out to my silhouette cutting machine because it actually cut my stickers. I was struggling the last few months with it. So that layout you saw there is for a drawing challenge, an art challenge that I'm doing. It's part of Bonnie Christine's, and there I'm showing you how I try to set up a nest for her to hang out in, which she didn't want to do. But anyways, I'm doing an art challenge that's part of Bonnie Christine's surface pattern design courses that she does. I will link where you can find the art prompts, and you can check that out if you want. And I decided to do a vertical layout like this. Last month I did a Dutch door. This month I'm sticking all to one page, so we'll see how it goes. I really like the Dutch door. It gave me a lot of space. So we'll see how February goes for me. I might even change it halfway through if I decide this isn't working for me. And then there's Millie stealing my washi. And that's my husband coming to remove her for me. Yeah, she's a cutie. I love her to bits, but she's very needy. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to reach out down below. I would love to answer them for you. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through. Thank you so much for watching today.